They shouldn't be there, not like that. Not in that place, and definitely not 5,000 years ago. We're talking about Stonehenge, a prehistoric monument made of gigantic stones, some weighing more than 50 tons. It was built when the wheel barely existed, when people still hunted with spears, and yet, somehow, they moved hundreds of stones, aligned them with astronomical precision, and created something that still confuses scientists to this day. Let's start with the numbers. There are two main types of stones. The sarsennes, the big ones, are up to 9 meters tall, and the blue stones, smaller but still massive, were transported from Wales. That's over 250 kilometers away. No trucks, no highways, just forests, rivers, hills, and mud. So how did they do it? The mainstream theory? Wooden rollers, logs laid out like wheels under the stones. But think about this, a 50-ton stone puts immense pressure on wood. It would crush or sink into the ground, especially on wet soil. And it's not just one stone. There were dozens. Even if you had 100 people dragging it, you'd need precise coordination, constant materials, and superhuman endurance, and yet they did it. There's another idea. They floated the stones down rivers, put them on rafts, guided them downstream. Sounds clever, right? But there's a problem. The rivers don't go all the way to Stonehenge. The last leg of the journey is uphill. No water, no slope, just raw land and raw strength. So how do you pull a 4-meter-long stone up a hill in 3000 BCE? No one really knows. Here's where things get weirder. Stonehenge isn't random. It's perfectly aligned with the summer and winter solstice. On the longest and shortest days of the year, the sun rises and sets in perfect alignment with the stones. That means the builders didn't just move rocks. They understood astronomy. They had mathematical knowledge, maybe even geometry. But where did that knowledge come from? There are no written records, no blueprints, no ancient texts, just stones and questions. Some believe Stonehenge was a solar calendar. Others say it was a burial ground or a healing temple. There are even theories that it was a sound chamber, built for rituals involving vibrations and echoes. And then there are the fringe theories: aliens, lost civilizations, advanced knowledge that disappeared. Sounds crazy, but is it? Because here's the real question. Why go through so much trouble? Why not build something local, easy, practical? Why transport stones from so far away, unless they had to? Maybe the stones had spiritual value. Maybe they were part of a forgotten belief system. Maybe we're just scratching the surface of something far bigger than we realize. The truth is, we don't know how they moved the stones. We have ideas, hypotheses, but no proof. And that's what makes Stonehenge so powerful. It reminds us that history isn't just about what we do know, but about what we can't explain. Every stone is a mystery, every alignment a message. And maybe that was the point all along. Because sometimes the most human thing of all is leaving behind something so incredible people thousands of years later are still asking, how did they do it?